Well, hey guys, this is the Able Gardener, and we're going to go on a road trip today. So we're going to Amador Daylily Farm. It's about an hour away, but it's going to be fun when we get there. So come on, let's go. Well, here we are at Amador Daylily Farm, and you can see that there are daylilies just for miles and miles, or at least for an acre or two. Let me get you a view of everything. And and the daylilies just go on and on and on. So this is a neat place to be, especially if you like daylilies. They have other plants here too, and they have a little creek running through here that widens into a pond, and then a picnic area over in this area on the other side. And it's just really peaceful here. The breeze is blowing. It's probably about 65 to 70 degrees. And I'll shoot you back toward the store. And this is where they have the other plants. There's not a whole lot right now because not a lot of things have leafed out. But it's a really neat place to be. Nice place to come and have a picnic and just relax. They've got the music going, and not too many people here today. But I just thought I'd show you guys what the Amador Daylily Farm looks like. Just really pretty. Wish you were here. Well, you guys, this is a neat trail that they have here at the Amador Daylily Farm. And they just have all these trails going through the hills. They have a lot of daylilies. They have things down here that grow all year long, like this looks like it's some phlox. Different places to sit down and just enjoy the scenery. The weather is just beautiful today. We have all these daylilies that are coming up, and these are daylilies that normally die back during the winter, but then in springtime they shoot out of the ground, and sometime around late May, early June, then they start blooming. They also have daylilies that do stay up all year long and don't die back, and they'll be blooming in June also. And they have something here called Father's Day or Daylily Days. And a lot of people show up. They have wine tasting because the hills around here are just covered with vineyards. Everywhere you turn, you go around a corner on the road and you just come across another vineyard. And the vineyards have probably doubled since the last time we were here. So if you look back here on the mountainside, you can see just nothing but grapevines everywhere you look. So a little wine tasting, a little walking on the trail, and looking at the flowers, buying some flowers. And it's just a really gorgeous day. Now, I'm walking up here off the trail, but these daylilies, they don't go dormant. They just stay up all year long. Now, I know that they have weddings up here, a couple of different arbors, and in the springtime, it's a really pretty place to have your wedding or your wedding reception. They call this the White Garden. Nice, ow! A nice rose trellis. That's been there a while. Another rose trellis, and it even has some rose hips on it. So if you could get enough rose hips, you can make some rose hip tea. Or some rose hip jelly, or wine even. Rose hips, oh, rose hips are really good for you. They're just chock full of vitamin C. But that's a bad one. Here's some daylilies that are starting to bloom early. You can see the little buds coming out on the daylilies, so they're just starting to bloom for the year. Don't look at that. And these right here are called Chinese ground orchid. So I believe that these are probably from the Alstroemeria family. Alstroemeria? I've got some of those back home in the garden, and I'm pretty sure that these are from that same family. They die back in the wintertime and they come up in the spring. And here we have an American dogwood, and dogwoods put out this really pretty white flower, and they're just beautiful shrubs or small trees. You can tell this has pods all over it, but there's no seeds in it. Well, you guys, isn't this beautiful? This is just gorgeous. If they have one of these back at the shop, I think I'll get it. This is called bridal wreath. That is just really gorgeous. That's beautiful. I would love to have that in my yard, growing anywhere. This is a beautiful place to have a wedding. Got some lavender growing here. And lavender, of course, is just perennial until either it dies or you cut it back and take it out of your garden. But there's some buds coming out on the plant right here, and everybody, I think, knows what lavender looks like. Just really pretty lavender blooms, and these are just little buds that are getting ready to bloom. But lavender definitely smells good, and it's really good for you. And in the way of aromatherapy, lavender is something that will help you sleep, something that relaxes you. So if you grow lavender in your garden, you can just go ahead and harvest some, a couple of sprigs, and put it underneath your pillow at night. And as you smell that, you'll get sleepy, you'll sleep better. Well, here's a perennial daylily, and I don't know what it shows like on the camera. It almost looks like it's variegated, but it isn't. It's just so old and so big that a lot of the leaves have died. So it's not variegated, it's just a regular daylily, just really huge. It needs to be dug up and separated, have the bulbs separated. Here's a beautiful example of, kind of a, not really orange, but kind of a pale orange, double-petaled daylily. So you see the petals there are doubled, and it really makes a pretty daylily when there's more than one set of petals. If you look over here on the other side of the road, there are more grapevines. Someone's really taking care of their vineyard over there. It's so beautiful, nice and trimmed back, and well taken care of. Probably one of your most common daylilies. It's a Stella d'Oro, and they stay this little. Now, one thing nice about these is, since they will stay small, you can put it somewhere in your garden where you don't want, a big bushy thing to take over. They stay about this size, so they will multiply where they are, and you can divide them and move them around, but basically they stay about this size, and the flowers are just, like I said, nice and small, bright yellow, and I've got a few of these at home growing in the flower bed. So all we have is more and more daylilies. Just row after row of daylilies. If you look up here on the hill, we have a nice big statue, but it's a beautiful life-size angel with its hands out, and it's called the Healer. So they're closing in 5 minutes. I've got a couple purchases to make, so we'll go inside and I'll pay for those. Well, before we leave, I just wanted to show you that this whole side of the hill right here are those little Stella d'Oros. And then over this direction, those over there in the little half circle are Stella d'Oros too. So in June, that's just solid yellow all the way down. And this place is also wheelchair friendly. All the trails are. So if you're in a wheelchair, the trails are nice and wide, and they're covered with crushed rock, so you don't slip and slide around with your wheels. So we're on our way back, and I'll show you some of the vineyards on the way back.